All right, everybody, give me just a minute. We're going to get this started. Hey, how's it going? So, we can probably spread out a little bit. We don't want to. So we're going to show a video here on the wall in just a minute. It kind of takes up the whole wall, so we might have to step back just a little. Sorry. I'm Scott Conley. I'm the head of media technology here, and I run all things media and entertainment and product development for the space. I've been in the emerging technology space for a little over 25 years, and I joined Verizon in 2021 to start to look at how we can have a greater impact on the media and entertainment industry. We're primarily focused on building our private networks, and we're taking a new lead in that space, and we just started that in the beginning of beginning of this year, and we're primarily building for areas of the entertainment industry that we don't have a large impact. We've been doing a lot of work in broadcast space for quite some time. I'm sure you've seen some of the work we've done for the NFL. We do actually comms for the NFL at all the venues, at all the stadiums, either domestically and internationally. So we're taking some of that work and we're bringing it over to the media and entertainment industry. And we're also starting to focus on other areas that we have not built products for in the past. And that might be scripted and unscripted television, cinema, events, and as well broadcast as well. So I'm going to play a quick video just to show you kind of what we're looking into. And then, how much time do we have, Luke?
Got time.
Okay, and then we might play around with a little bit of generative AI that we've been building within the space, and we can talk some more about how these private networks are, what we're building on top of the private networks, and why it matters to creators. Alex, do you want to? see if we, great. Anastasia is here somewhere in the crowd. She's our creative director. This is her vision. I think it's a great example of what we're kind of building and gives us a good primer on where we're at. Other really cool thing about this here, if it's on, as you maybe or maybe not, there's a LiDAR scanner here. So actually, as you walk around when this is up, it actually will interact with you. The lines will change and move around. Just a kind of little extra Easter egg. So this facility here, I built in 2021. We came in right after the pandemic. We actually started to get involved in virtual production before the pandemic, and so right towards the end of all that, we started coming here and build within the space to figure out what the trends were. And we actually had, until very recently, we had a 16-foot XR stage, extended reality stage, right here. Much smaller, but actually with a floor, and we were producing content within the space in all the way up until 2022. We made a shift within the company at that point in time and decided that we're going to start just building direct product. And we took it in the space of we're in building in the art of the possible in 21 and 22, and we took our learnings from that and started to build products within that space. So really interesting. Every show that we produced within the space in that time, we had technology, Verizon technology as part of the production, and you'll start to actually see products that came out of that coming in the next year or so, that we actually identified portions of the workflows that Verizon Technologies could have an input in, and that's led us to the products and private network systems that we're building now. And that's really important about what we're doing. We understand as being a large company and working with the industry that we're actually very tech forward. I come from the space of producing, and so I do really look at it as eliminating technology as a roadblock for creative content. That's really the focus within the tools that we're doing, and we're also building hopefully with our customers, so we can make sure that we build something that works for our customers, and that's really important to us, because we don't obviously want to get lost within that space. So from there, I can show a little bit of AI work we're doing, which is a good example of kind of what we're building and the power of the private networks. It is a prototype, so it did embarrass me badly the other night, so please bear with me if it doesn't work perfectly the first time. But we'll bring that up right now. So, Ada, are you there? Is it showing coming through? There it goes. All right. So we're building an AI, and the reason that we're building this AI is not necessarily because we may ever develop this generative AI. It is an exploration, as I said previously when we're producing content, to make sure that we understand the technology. And we're actually building an ecosystem that this kind of technology could be deployed on in the future. More details of that will come probably in the next 6 months. But it is a kind of a very exciting space, and it really shows off the power of the technology. Let's see if we can get it to work. Hello, Ada. Any luck, Alex?
Hello, how can I
There
assist
we
you
go.
today?
Ada, I'd like to be standing on the street of Barcelona, Spain in the 1500s at sunrise. So the idea about what's happening right now is this technology is leveraging cloud. So we've got quite a bit of latency within the space. But as we
of Barcelona in the 1500s at sunrise is being built. It will be ready shortly.
But the advantage of what we're actually looking at is how we can have creative involvement with the AI itself. So the AI that we've built here as an experiment is a natural language model system. So you can actually have a direct conversation with the system itself and generate the virtual production backgrounds within that space. something that's really interesting, if people don't know, in the virtual production space, creating content is the hardest part, right? We're dealing with something that is taking a little bit over 10 weeks previously. Can I give you that? Yep. Usually takes about 10 weeks and costs several $100,000. And what you've just seen is we've created the background pretty close to what we can shoot on in about 45 seconds. So we can spin that around. So
What was the prompt again, Scott?
that was supposed to be Barcelona, Spain in the 1500s at sunset. So, can I do this? Hand me the other one. So,
With time travelers.
with time travel. Let's see here. So we can take this and we can figure out how we can build into that, right? So we can decide what elements of this we like and we want to keep. And so what I can do with this particular one is I'm going to say, okay, well, let's change the time of day. Ada, that's fantastic. Can you maybe make it sunset instead of sunrise? Did it go through? Like I said, it's a prototype, right? You guys are all, what's that?
She went back to sleep.
All right, hold on. Hey, Ada, can you do the same prompt, but can you exclude all people and make it sunset instead of sunrise? And Alex?
She went back to sleep.
Oh, no. She embarrassed me this way the other night. Anyways, I think you guys kind of get the picture of where we're at. It's what we're really trying to build on is the idea of bringing creative back into the space. This is very alpha, but I'm excited about the technology, the idea of the more we've started to experiment with this, the idea that we can have direct creative input into it is really exciting. Anybody else wants to come up and experiment and see if Ada will work later is more than welcome to come back up and we can dream up new worlds and see what we can shoot photos for Instagram on or whatever we're looking for. Thank you so much for your time. We're using the G, you want this one? So right now we're building.
All right, everybody, we're going to make our way back into the room with the chairs, and we're going to start our fantastic panel. We have HP, NVIDIA, Infinity Festival, and Verizon here to have a great discussion about the very things that you just saw.